Welcome to Apple Tarts. Today I will be showing you how to make the mini apple tarts from start to finish. And the objective of this lab is that you are going to be being either inspected or you are going to be inspecting someone else. So on the evens we'll make the apple tarts and the odds we'll do key lime. So it will be a series of a couple of days. So you are watching this video because it's what you're making. Okay? So the first thing for the apple tarts is we are going to have pie crust, okay? Now, you are going to learn how to make pie crust later on in the semester, but for now, we just purchased you store-bought pie crust. It comes in a little tube by Pillsbury, and you simply, it comes all rolled up, and you're just going to unroll it, and here's a piece of pie crust, okay? Then you're going to have a mini muffin pan, just like so, and a circle biscuit cutter, just like so, okay? Now, one partner should be getting this together while the other partner will prep the filling, which I'll show you in a second. When you roll this out, you can do it directly on your table. I just did it on a tray. You don't need any flour or you'll dry this out. And then you're going to take this and you're going to go around the circumference to cut this out. You are making 12 mini muffin or mini tarts. So you're going to go around just like so, okay? Get the idea. Then you're going to take this. There's a lot of fat in this, so you actually don't need to grease this at all because they will slide right out. If you're afraid it's going to stick, then put a little bit of shortening inside of there, a little bit of oil. When you place this in here, you literally press down into the insert and then you press around, creating a little tart shell, just like so, okay? We will be right back and I will show you how to do the filling. We are back and now we're going to do our apple tart filling. So I finished putting out the dough in the inserts. The filling will go right in here when I'm done. So into this filling, our base of this is obviously apples, which I have already cut some up. So I will show you how to get these ready. So you're just going to cut the apple in half, just like so, using a chef knife and on a cutting board. And then you're going to cut these in half, just like so. And then you take your chef knife and you cut it on an angle to get rid of that core. All right, just like so. All right. Then you line them up just like that, and you're going to slice away from you as thin as you can, just like so. Okay. Then put them all together, and you're going to go through, and you're just going to give them a nice little irregular dice, or you can call it a chop. They're irregular though, so they're not a true dice. All right. I left the peel on. If you have time, you can peel them. I'm just not going to. All right, for the sake of this demo. Then what you're going to do is, so you need 2 apples. So I'll finish cutting those and put them in here, but you need 2 apples. All right. Put those off to the side. All right. Then you're going to do your actual filling that combines everything together. So in there, this is all where the flavor is. We are going to do 2 ounces of cream cheese, which I've already pre-measured. Your teacher will have the cream cheese pre-measured for you. And it says to whip. Now, if I use my wire whip, it's going to get stuck in the little twine things. So I am just going to use a fork and I'm going to start smashing this around, just like so, with my hands. You can hold it like this and really get into there. You can also use a wooden spoon, all right? To that, I am going to add flour. Flour will help kind of bind that all together with the cream cheese and to take away some of that cream cheese flavor. Brown sugar, which I've already pre-measured. We have egg, which helps keep it all together, just like so. I have some cinnamon because these are apple tarts and cinnamon is just such a great enhancement for apples. And then a little bit of vanilla, all right? It's a very small amount just to add a little bit of flavor, all right? I'm gonna throw those away on my garbage bowl here. And then now I'm just gonna combine it all together. I will show you what it looks like in 1 second. Finish mixing together a cream cheese apple filling mixture. I have not added my apples yet. So you mix this and then you incorporate it. My suggestion to you is whatever partner does this, the opposite partner does this, all right? So this takes a long time. So you get the apples mixed, you mix your filling. Now we're gonna take this wet, goopy mixture and mix it into the apples or vice versa. Either way, just make sure it's nice and tidy, all right? Just like so. And then you're just gonna give it a quick mix like this. The objective is just to get all those apples coated. Now apples have a lot of moisture, so when they cook, any chunks of this cream cheese will kind of melt into this. And it just tastes delicious. Most students will say this is one of their favorite Labs and Pastry Chef because it's not overly sweet like some of the other desserts we make. Okay? So that's your filling. Now you actually have one more step. And that's what makes this so delicious is the streusel, say it with me, streusel topping. And in here, it is a mixture of flour, brown sugar, and butter. And this is a separate measurement amount on your plan sheet or on your recipe. And I just combine them, so you can see my butter. And I'm just going to mix this together actually with my fingers. Now my fingers are clean. Yours should be as well. If they're not super clean or you have a cut or something, make sure that you wear gloves. Or if you don't feel comfortable touching like butter, it's a texture thing for some, okay? So then this is ready to go. How do you know when the streusel is ready to go? It's just crumbly. It should not be like brown in color. It should look just like so, all right? Now what you're going to do, I'm just gonna wipe my hand since I did that, it's gross. I'm gonna start filling this, all right? So you're gonna take the apples like this, you're gonna put in the insert. Now, the recipe says to put about a tablespoon. I would do like a heaping tablespoon. Heaping means it's gonna be very mounded. Like I said, the apples have a lot of moisture, so they're actually gonna sink down. So I would say that's pretty good. Then you're gonna take a little bit of this streusel mixture, and this is gonna be flavor and crunchy topping when it bakes. And that's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna bake these in the oven for 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, and they're gonna be golden brown. You will have a day for presentation. Your teacher will talk about it. Thank you. We are back, and these are your finished apple tarts. So your teacher will probably take them out of the oven for you, and then you'll have one day that you and the opposite pair will make one full like sweet tray with the apple tarts and the key lime tarts. To take these out, you're gonna use a paring knife, and then you're gonna get liners. The liners creates a barrier for people, a guest, to grab the food without actually touching it. So you'll wear gloves. I'm not, just for the sake of this demo, and you kind of just cut around, just like so, and then you put it right in here. And then you'll be making a you can garnish these with whipped cream, caramel, etc. And you'll make a pretty tray of the apple and the key lime. All right, and that's what they'll look like. Thank you. Enjoy.